Have you ever heard of how much Santa elves get paid at the North Pole? Well, I'm going to tell you a story on how a fat-ass white man got what he deserved. This is Borderlinecrazytv. Hello, I'm Ralo St. Nick, head elf chief of my division. I've been working here in the North Pole for about 32 years at this point. I don't even know how old I am. I don't know where I came from. I don't know when I was born. All I know is I was created. I work for St. Nick, which is known as Santa Claus. The version of Santa Claus you all have known does not exist. He works all of us around the clock. He feeds us reindeer meat, and Miss Santa is a born freak. She sneaks in our quarters, grabbing 2 to 3 elves at a time for wild sex sessions, so we're forced to run elf trains on Miss Santa 3 times a week, while old St. Nick sits back and watch. Sometimes some elves never make it back. We look out our windows sometime at night and see them being buried in the snow or fed to the bigger reindeers. We had always talked about killing both of them and taking over Christmas. We just never made a move. A lot of the elves are scared, frightened. But not me. You see, we don't just make toys here at the North Pole. We make weapons, tactical gear that we supply the armed forces that protect this country. But now it's time to protect my elves from these 2 freaky-ass holiday criminals. So, we waited until Santa decided to go into town for his next pickup at Starship for his deluxe honey pack order, and to the hair store to pick up some Mary J. wigs. He likes to dress the elves up and play I'm going down when they bussing the elves open. I sent elves to Starship to buy up all the honey packs, so that would keep Claus occupied, trying to find other locations to purchase from. While he was gone, we decided to sneak into Miss Claus' bedroom while she was asleep to tie her to the bed. We all stood around her, waiting on her to wake up. I grabbed the reindeer dinner bell from the stables and had the other elves bring the wild reindeers to the door. We poured all the food we could gather over Miss Claus and rung the bells for the deers to come eat. We all stood in a circle around her singing, "Eat that arse up, eat that arse up, eat that arse up, eat that arse up." We sang that song for hours. The satisfying looks over all of our faces could light up a whole town. We took pictures with her body, we drank wine and celebrated. We smoked Santa cigars and popped his gummies. It was a celebration. Now the final plan is to prepare for the fight of our lives. Big Santa won't be an easy win, so we will set traps and make him look for us after I send him these pictures of his ate-up bitch. He will come home on a rampage. I noticed we started evolving. Some of the elves were beginning to look more human than they were looking before. I ordered all the elves to their station. I sounded the sirens letting everyone know to get ready. I could hear the Santa bells in the air alerting me that he's not far away. As I'm looking down, I can see my image changing as well. It seems that since we are fighting back, we are becoming human. As the sounds of Santa gets closer and closer, we lit up the skies with fire arrows. He's flying in fast. You could hear his cries and screaming. I ordered everyone to fire. Santa is firing back, hitting some of the elves, but we kept shooting. We struck his reindeers and it caused him to crash, but Santa is built different. He started grabbing elvies, pulling them apart. We reloaded and continued pumping Santa full of holes. He started slowing down, and he crawled into a shack. You could see the blood in the snow. We all stood around the shack, debating on who would finish him off. I looked back at everyone. I looked at the elves we lost in this battle, and I decided to go in and finish him. He was on the ground, still reaching for his gun. I kicked his gun to the side. He tried to speak, but I said, "Shut your stupid ass up," and finished him. We decided to burn the shack to the ground. Once Santa was DOA and gone, all of the elves became human, and now I sit on the throne. Christmas will no longer exist. Your kids will need to find something else to believe in, because from this point forward, the North Pole will be a vacation resort. From Borderlinecrazytv to your household, happy holidays.
Borderline Crazy TV.